Hey everyone, Tim Schofield here. And Apple has gotten rid of the home button with the iPhone 10, completely changing the way you interact with the user interface on the device. So I figured I'd do a video giving you some tips and tricks and talk about the new features with the iPhone 10. Now this will include things such as taking a screenshot, activating Siri, and even some multitasking as well. So let's get started. Let's begin with some gestures and multitasking. So to begin, to exit out of an app, you just swipe up to go home. Now if you swipe up and pause, it will bring up your recent apps. So you'll see here, here's all my recent apps. You can quickly swap between them. Now there's also a way to quick swap between apps, and that's actually just swipe over on the bottom of the screen. And this is amazing. This is one of the best integrations of multitasking I've ever seen. It's a fantastic feature on the iPhone 10 and I love it. When I first got the phone, I wasn't 100% sure how to swipe away apps because when you swipe up, it actually just takes you back home. So if you actually want to go ahead and close out apps or remove them from this recent screen, you can press and hold on the specific app, and then you can tap on that little red icon up there, or you can start swiping up. So it's just an extra step that you have to take that you wouldn't have to on other iPhones. Also worth mentioning, you can't double tap the home button to get to your recent apps. You also can't 3D touch from the side of the display to get to them. But to do so, all you have to do is just swipe over. And you can swipe between apps without even having an app open. So instead of just opening an app and swiping over, you don't even need to. Even if you're on the home screen, you can just swipe at the bottom of the screen to get to your most recently used app. Next up is that side button, which is almost twice the size of that on the iPhone 8. You can actually use it for some action, so double tap on it, and it will bring up your Apple Pay so you can quickly pay for items. You can also press and hold on it to activate Siri if you'd like to. Or within settings accessibility, you go into side button and you can actually just change that to voice control. So when you press and hold on it, it will just open up voice control instead of Siri if you're not a fan of that. Continuing in those accessibility settings, there is reachability. And this is to activate the one-handed mode. So you just quickly swipe down on the bottom of the screen and you can go ahead and use your phone like normal. If you do back out of a screen, it will deactivate that one-handed mode where you have to reactivate it, or you can just tap up at the top of the screen to go full screen. Now I also want to make note, up at the top there, of course there's that notch, and to swipe down, swiping down gets you to your notifications, and swiping down here gets you to your notifications. Now if you go any further right than here, it will get you to that control center, as you can see, and this is the only way to check your battery percentage. I couldn't figure out a way to get battery percentage on the main screen just because it's so cramped up there. Now you might find it's a little difficult to reach up here to get to that control center, so a quick way to do so is swipe down, and then from right here you can swipe down and get to that control center as well. Now when you pull down that notification screen, or even on the lock screen as well, these icons are not touch sensitive, they're actually 3D touch sensitive. So to actually activate it, you can go ahead and 3D touch on it, and there's that flashlight working just fine. 3D touch to turn it off, or go to that camera, you have to 3D touch, so you just press in a little harder to actually open up that camera. And again, even if it's unlocked and you swipe down, tapping on these icons don't do anything. You have to actually press a little bit harder to activate those icons, which I really like. And last but not least, screenshot. So the side button and volume up, just tap them both at the same time, and you'll see it takes a screenshot, puts it down in the bottom left, where if you tap on it, you can quickly go ahead and edit it if you would like to. If I swipe up, it'll go back down in that corner for a while. To get rid of it, you just swipe it over, and it's gone into your photo reel. That's about it in terms of tips and tricks for the iPhone 10. Be sure to click that subscribe button, full review coming, and more videos on this device as well. And as always, guys, thank you very much for watching.